Hey everyone, welcome back. Merry Christmas. It's Meridy with Not Just for Boys Kit Club here, and today I'm here with our 5th process video for the 12 days of Christmas using our Flannel and Frost kits. So I'm using the Flannel and Frost kit, the Flannel and Frost Essentials Kit, and the Christmas Supplemental kit. So if you are new to the series right now and you don't know what's going on and we're already in the 5th layout, you might want to go back and watch the introduction video as well as the unboxing video so you can see what I'm working with, because if you do not have these kits and you're just trying to recreate these layouts, you might want to pull similar items from your stash. So I will link all of that in the description of this video, and then I'm going to jump right in and tell you what I'm working with today. So today I've got 2 pictures of my husband and I. They're each 3x4 pictures, and we are drinking eggnog from the little mugs that they have in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the little reindeer mugs that they drink eggnog out of, and it's Christmas morning. Yeah, not a very attractive picture of me, but that's okay. So I've got those pictures, and then I just pulled a few pieces of ephemera that I wanted to for sure include, and it is the following items. I've got a couple little Christmas cookies, some 3 little Christmas cookies, some little hot cocoa mugs, 3 of those. Making Spirits Bright is the little tab. I could put holiday eggnog. So, I've got lots of other options. So I've got this so far. I didn't pull very many embellishments because I know I can pick through all of these and the stickers and everything. I do have the trim that was the subscriber freebie this month. I'm probably not going to use it on this layout. It's a little bright for what I'm thinking. I've got my color swatch here. I made that in the unboxing video. If you're curious about that, go watch the unboxing video, but I can refer to that if I need anything. Since we are working with essentially a movie, the mugs are from a movie, I thought it would be cute to use a film strip on this page. So I definitely want to do that. I don't know which size yet. I did grab these little cut aparts. I'm going to cut these 2 green ones apart right now because I really like them. I think they're going to match nicely. I probably won't cut the blue ones, although I think they could match really nicely, especially with my pictures. So I will keep them in mind, but I'm not going to cut them out right now because there isn't really any other navy blue in this kit. But who knows if my husband's pajama bottoms are navy blue, so maybe I will need to bring a little bit more navy into this layout when we get it more put together. So I've got my 2 little tags. I'm going to put them there, and I'm going to just put these off to the side. I really, really want to use some of these leaves. I haven't used them yet. I would love to use some of the white snowflakes out of here because I think it will look nice with my layout. The red and the green with what I'm going with right now. I really love this paper. I think I want to fussy cut quite a few of these little houses out. So I think this is going to be the overall color tone of this layout. And so I feel like the bright red and the bright green don't match it as much, but the white will match it really good. So that's the direction I'm leaning towards here, is cutting these out and somehow putting them around my layout. I really, really love this paper too. So maybe I will use a little strip of that. This paper can also match. I feel like it's just some of my leftover scrap. If I need a little pop of red, I will use that. I have this wood grain paper, but again, these pictures are taken in my kitchen. There is no wood grain even in the pictures. There's not even any brown tones really in these pictures. So I probably won't use the wood grain paper on this layout. I have my little cut aparts here, and what I think is very cute on these cut aparts are these little tiny labels. So I think, I'm not gonna cut them out right now, but I'm gonna keep them in mind. I really do like those 4 little labels if I need more labels on my layout. I've got all my other little scraps and tags that I've used. I'm thinking the colors of these don't match as well. Well, this brown one kind of looks really cute with it. This was cut off of a tag that I used on an earlier layout. I'm going to keep that little brown one with it because it matches pretty well. And you know what? I think I'm going to cut this one because, again, it's that same color, that brown with the snowflakes. And I really like the way that looks with it. But the rest of the tags, I'm just gonna save for another layout. I've got a few branding strips here. If I need little scraps, I've just basically got branding strips in here and some tiny little scraps. So we'll keep that in case I need that. The alphabets. I do not think I'm gonna use this blue one because it's a little bright. Hot cocoa, festive. It's not hot cocoa, but we are festive, but that green isn't going. Gingerbread, winter wonderland. Oh, what fun. That's kind of cute. Oh, what fun. I will keep, I'm just gonna cut the oh, what fun out because I think it can look cute with this layout and it matches the colors real well. And I probably won't use many of the rest of those on this layout. I'm just making a huge mess. Let's see. I've got my branding. This represents my branding strip, my journaling strips. So I'll show you where I'm going to journal at the end when I'm done. I've pulled this from my stash because it was matching so many layouts, especially by tying the little bow in the tags. So I'll keep this handy. I've got all of these pieces of the greenery ephemera, and there are some snowflakes in there, so I might be able to use those. I've got all of these little pieces of bits and pieces that I did not already pull from my ephemera pack, so I might be able to use some of those. I've got various frames from the chipboard frames and acrylics in here, so I'll just keep those handy if I need one of those. The alphabet stickers, I would love to spell eggnog. Or reindeer. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna spell, but I will use those white alphabets to spell my title. I might have to go online and Google some ideas of what to title from the movie because I think that would be cute. And then of course I have 2 sticker sheets that I can use, and there's all kinds of stickers that coordinate with this paper. It's just going to matter like where I need stickers and how my paper is laid out. So I'll just leave these off to the side for now. So the first thing that I think I'm going to do here is grab a piece of white cardstock to serve as the background of my layout because I think that is a good color. I don't want to use black. I think black will be too dark. I think white is going to look really nice, but let me grab a piece of black just in case to see how it looks. It's just a little dark for me. I think I'll stick with the white. Okay, and then I am going to, let's see, get a little organized here. I'm just going to put all the embellishments up here out of the way a little. I do need this tag if I'm going to design around it. I need to maybe possibly map my photos, and I want to fussy cut a bunch of these out. So I'm gonna try to cut the branding strip off of this first. And the color on the back of this, I don't really want to use that color to map my photos. Yeah, I don't want them matted on that. I would rather maybe map my photos on white and ink the edges of the white, maybe this color. I think that would look nice. So let me get out my speckled, oh, I forgot. I have a bunch of sprays that I want to use. Evergreen Bough, Barrel Swirl Mica Mist, and my Gold Mica Mist. So I really want to use these because I want to do some mixed media on the back of this, I think. So let me get in here. Let me get out my Speckled Egg ink pad, because I think that color is going to look really good to matte or to ink the edges of my photo mats. I'm going to go ahead and matte both of these photos on white cardstock and then ink the edges in Speckled Egg. And I'm going to get that part done and I will be right back. Okay, I've got my pictures and I've got my mats inked up, and I'm just going to adhere them together. And then I thought of an idea while I was doing that. So I know I want to fussy cut a bunch of houses, but I thought, wouldn't it look cute if I had my pictures here with my houses around it and I had tears across the bottom to look like snow in white cardstock? And I realize it's white on white, but I think that will look good. And up here, I think I can use a little bit of the mixed media to kind of bring a little bit of color up there really lightly. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is grab another sheet of white cardstock, and I'm just going to give it a tear to look like a snowy hill. And maybe, I've got an idea. Maybe I want to do one tear like that and then another tear hiding behind it. Let's see. This is a little high here for what I'm liking. At least it's just white paper, and if I really mess it up really bad, I can just go get some more. I'm gonna cut this where I've got it right around. So it's about 4 inches tall at the highest point. And then I think I'm gonna layer up a few more tears because 2 isn't looking like enough for me. I would like a couple more. So let's see. Oh, I wonder if I could put that on the bottom. Oh, I kind of like this, and maybe one more little one going across here. So let me adhere this down where I've got it. No, I'm not gonna adhere it down yet. I just wanna keep going. I'm gonna adhere it to itself, but not to the background, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to adhere it so it's one big chunk that I need to keep moving instead of multiple pieces that I need to keep moving. And I'm gonna go ahead and trim off the excess that is sticking out. And maybe I might need another little bit of tearing up here. I think I'm gonna need another piece. Yeah, this is gonna look nice. So it kind of is like a whole just bank of snow. Alrighty guys, so I've got this little bottom section that looks like snow. I kind of like it just like that. And my pictures can go up here somehow. I might even put houses all along here. I think the next thing that I need to do is trim out some of these houses, as well as a couple of the trees that are on here. And I'm not even worried if the bottom of the house is missing, like on the one I'm cutting right now, because I'm gonna bury it in under the edge of the snow. Let me show you. Like the bottom of the house is slightly cut off at the bottom, but by the time I get all my houses lined up here, it might be buried by the snow anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna cut a bunch of houses out and see how that goes. So I will be right back in just a few minutes. Alrighty guys, a couple things. First of all, I think I figured out that I want the houses to lay out like that. I cut some of the trees and a snowman to put them down there. And I decided that I want to get the edges of these wet so I can curl them down so they show up a little better. So what I'm gonna do is just take these things off. Push that out of the way a little. I'm gonna trim the bottom off because right now the bottom just has a little bit of white sticking out. The great part about this layout is if you want to make this a double page layout, it's very, very simple. You have plenty more houses to cut from this paper right here, and you can just simply make the layout spread across 2 pages. So in order to curl these ends down, I'm gonna get my little mini mister here. I'm gonna get a glass mat so I don't make a mess on my work surface. You can either use the mini mister or like a paintbrush and just gently paint the edges with water. but that way these will curl down so easy. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is add, see how much that little dimension there of folding it down makes it just pop. The next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of mixed media to the top area of this. And I think I'm going to come in with this barrel swirl, and I'm going to lay all my houses out in the order that I had them so I don't forget what I had going on. And these are down here, and this is here. Okay, and my pictures. I think I'm probably not gonna add a lot more pattern paper to this, but I might still. It depends how this is looking after I get this mixed media done. So I just want a little bit up here. I want it to be very, very light. I don't want it heavy. I don't want it dark colored. I really want it light. So I might have to add water to the mist on my mat. Let's see, I should get a practice sheet right here. I'll practice on this little scrap. First, you're gonna wanna shake your mist up really well so it's really well mixed up. And spray a little out. I'm gonna try it without adding water first and see how dark it looks. Oh, I don't even need to add water. This is gonna be perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm not going to add any water into this. I'm just gonna spray a bunch out. Glad I tested that. And I'm just gonna put it in this area using packaging that I have. I realize my pictures are right here and it's gonna cover up a lot of this, but I just want a little sticking out. And I just wanna kind of get used to it before I'm smooshing in the areas that are gonna be seen. Now, I think I might need to come in here with a little more color. I'm gonna use a little bit of this evergreen bough, and I am gonna mix this with water because I know that this is very opaque from what we used it for before. And I'm gonna come in and add a little in there. Just because almost that mica mist was a little too light. This is looking better, I like it. And it's fine that I'm mixing it all together, it's good. And then my pictures, yeah, that's gonna look good. I'm just gonna take a little of that off. Okay, I think I wanna put some gold mist. If you do not have this Nuvo gold mist, I don't think it's available to purchase anymore. Like, we can't even find it to carry it, but you might have, Jen Hadfield had a gold mist, Heidi Swap once carried a gold mist, so you might have that in your stash. And if not, use a little bit of gold acrylic, metallic gold acrylic paint and water it down with water quite a bit, and that will work in a pinch as well. So I think I've got this like I want it. And now I'm gonna have to let this dry completely before I come in here and start working on it. But I think I can adhere down my little snow at the bottom right now. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and I will be back in a few minutes. Alrighty, it's not totally dry yet, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of what I can do right now. Okay, I do want to use these film strips, and I picked out these two tiny ones as opposed to these bigger ones because I don't want it to make a huge statement on my layout. I just want a little hint of the fact that there's a movie referenced here. And so I'm not even sure how these are going to go right now, but I've got them when I'm ready. And again, this gold is still wet, so I want to be really careful. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start moving these houses back down where I had them and try to figure out and make sure that they're in the right place that I want them to be in, and try to get them adhered down because this bottom area is mostly dry. Whoa, that house is really in front of my picture, so I'm gonna have to move my picture up a little. But I think that that is looking good. And then I think I had a set of trees down here somewhere and a set of trees over here somewhere. And the little snowman, just like that. Okay, maybe I'll put these trees up in here. Okay, so I think I'm going to start adhering down. I'm gonna cut this tag so that it's cut and it has a hole punch. Just an office hole punch is the right size to use right there. So if I've got this little tag and I still somehow wanna put these in here and I'm not sure how. And I don't know if I want to build up my layout going on the sides or up towards the top. So I guess it's just going to be a little trial and error with the many things that I have. So I think I'm going to get the houses glued down so that they quit moving. So I will go off camera and be right back after I glue the houses down. There's a lot going on here. I'm not sure about this film strip over here. Maybe it should be over here. I don't like it going that direction either. Maybe I need a long one. No. Okay, so I'm back to this little guy. I just want a hint of him in there. Like, I don't need anything major. And I think this just is a nice little offset if we use this tag over here. You know what? I'm gonna make this into a tag as well. What I'm going to do is simply trim it to the exact same size as this tag. Gonna hole punch it in the same place and get a paper reinforcer. I happen to have a paper reinforcer. I'm actually gonna cut this tag off too. I happen to have a paper reinforcer punch, but you could just as easily grab a paper reinforcer and ink it whatever color you want. So let me see. Might like it up there. We'll figure that out in a minute. Then we have this Oh What Fun, of course. Oh What Fun. And I do really want to write the word eggnog on using these letter stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and get out my little ruler and spell out eggnog. These letter stickers are awesome. They do have quite a few of each letter because they're narrow. So there are a lot of each letter on there. Oh, what fun. I might want to write holiday eggnog. So I wonder if there are any stickers or little bits and pieces that say holiday. I'm gonna go through this and try to see if there's anything like that or anything else in these that I need to pick out to use on this layout. So I will be right back after I go through all these little bits and pieces. Okay guys, I have a lot. I found a lot. I'm doing a lot. First of all, I am gonna stick these two things down like I had them, right under here. One right there. I'm gonna put this little film strip there just to give a little nod to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Okay, I'm gonna get my photos adhered down next because everything else that I have to do revolves around tucking under these photos. So I'll get that photo adhered down. And then this one, I did find the word holiday, and it's pretty big, but I think it's still gonna work. And then I loved this deer because there's a deer head in, you know, there's a deer head. The whole glass is a deer head. But I don't know if I want him above or peeking out from underneath. I'm thinking peeking out from underneath looks better, so I'm gonna make him peek out from underneath. Okay, and then I'm gonna get the word holiday and eggnog and oh what fun adhered down next so that they don't keep moving. I have this Making Spirits Bright. But I'm not sure that it's gonna fit anywhere. It's kind of too much if I put it there. I can tuck it in down here, but I do not like it. I really do like it going off the side of the page. I wonder if I can just, no. That really traps the side of the page. And I really like this coming down from the top. So I think I'm not gonna be able to use this Making Spirits Bright. Now I do still have a lot of these things that I cut out of the very beginning. And a bunch of snowflakes. I think I might only use one of these little mugs of drink, not a lot of them. Okay, and then of course I've got a lot of snowflakes from the ephemera packs, and I would love to put them on here because I think they just add a little, they kind of match the scene that's going on, this scene down here. So I think that some of these snowflakes will look great up here. I do not think I need to add all of them. There are quite a bit. And I don't want to add the brown ones. I don't like the way the brown ones look. But I think I can add some of these other lighter ones. This little tag. Okay, a couple things. I trimmed the top off of that little tag, so I've got it, and I really just want to add it to the bottom right here. I don't know why, I just like doing that. It makes it just a nice visual. I'm gonna pop this guy up on foam tape. I popped only one snowflake up on foam tape, just that one. The rest of them are flush to the back of the page. And let's see, I think I can see my gold splatters pretty well. I almost see like no green over here at all, but I think that's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it looks good. I can still see it coming out over here, and I've got it in the background there. I just used regular office paper reinforcers for that paper reinforcer right there. And with that, I think this is gonna wrap up this layout. I can't really add a lot more to it without making it look like completely cluttered. Even though I have tons of embellishments that I would love to add to it, it's already got a lot, and I need to stop before I just get too much. So, let's see, I didn't even include any of these snowflakes. I really wanted to include this little Merry Christmas sign, but it just doesn't seem to really go anywhere. It just kind of makes it look uneven everywhere I try to set it. Maybe I can put it down here with this and trim off the bottom. No, it just looks uneven. That's enough. I've got enough. Step away. So, yeah, that is my layout. I will probably put journaling somewhere down here in the middle, or possibly just like right up here. But yeah, that wraps up this layout. If you were inspired by this layout, either to create this layout using, you know, these exact same supplies and this month's kits, because you're following along with our 12 Days of Christmas series, we would love to see it on our Facebook community group. I will link that in the description. Even if you're using your own supplies following along, we would still love to see that. I'll probably put my journaling down here actually. Yeah, and it probably won't be a lot because it kind of looked off center up there. So I'll just put a little bit of journaling right in here on journaling strips. So we would love to see that on our Facebook page. And if we have a subscription option available at Not Just for Boys, so you could subscribe to our kits and get one automatically every month. And I make about 8 process layouts a month, 8 process videos a month, showing you how to use your kit every month of the year, not just December. So I will leave the link to subscribe in the description below as well. And if you enjoy my process videos, you might want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because like I said, I put up about 8 process videos a month, although this month I'm making 12 for the 12 Days of Christmas. So thank you so much and have a good day. And I will see you back here for, I don't know what, I forgot what day this is. I think this is the 5th day. So I'll see you back here in a couple days for the 6th day of Christmas. Okay, bye guys. Thank you.